guys, we have looked at the five streams of waste, and now I'd like us to look at the other streams that we separate here at the household level. So I want you to look at the glass, and also look at the Pfand bottles, the Pfand bottles. These are bottles that you can return to the supermarket and get a refund on them. Okay, so we call them Pfand bottles. Okay, Pfandflasche in German, Pfandflasche. And yeah, there's this system that is really an amazing system actually. So I would have to go to the supermarket and do this for you to see, because we separate it here at the household. This video was just for separation, but there is a different system, the Pfand system, that continues from the household level. That's why I said separation from the household level is really important, because it determines what happens in the chain afterwards. So we separate here, but there's a different system that goes on after this. There are different things and activities that take place after that, after your separation. For example, the organic waste that we collect here, what happens is that the BSR, I have been told this by a BSR officer, they had an event and they were explaining to citizens what they do, how they collect waste, how they manage the city waste here in Berlin. And one of the officers told me that they use the organic waste to create biogas, biogas or biofuels, let me say biofuels, that are used to drive, to operate the cars, to fuel the cars that collect the waste. You know these compactors, the big compactors? Yes, these are fueled. These big city compactors here in Berlin are fueled by biofuels that are created from this organic waste that we separate at the household level. So it's really important what you do at the household level, because it impacts the whole chain. Okay, so it's good. I feel good that I'm doing this, that I'm helping nature and helping the environment, because they're not using polluting sources. They're using natural sources to run the vehicle and run the system. And it's because of the different people in the different households that are doing the right thing so that this can happen. Okay, so now let's look at the glass waste. So this, we store here the glass waste in the pantry, okay? And then we throw this out maybe once in 2 weeks or something like this. So this is our box for glass. So as you can see, this glass is colored. It's green in color. The other glass that are brown in color, mostly it's brown or green or clear. Okay, this was a honey bottle, clear glass. So we also separate them here in according to their colors. Okay, when you go outside there into the courtyard, you can't see the waste containers, but at the courtyard there's a container, or there are containers where you throw colored glass. There are the containers where you throw clear glass. Okay, so we have to separate them in colors. Then this here is our box for Pfandflasche. Pfandflasche simply means bottles that you can take to the Getränkehof or the wholesale, where they sell only drinks and they give you real cash. I've ever done this before. I was so happy. I was so happy that I got real cash. I thought they were going to give me a receipt, but they gave me real cash. That's when I came here first. I was like, I'm getting money. But sometimes you can get a receipt at the supermarket, especially. There's a machine that generates a receipt. Once it reads this, there's this. Are you seeing this? Pfandflasche. You seeing that mark of bottles there over there? Yes. I think it scans that, and it gives you back the cost of that bottle. Okay, So you drank the contents, you bought the contents, but it's now giving you the cost of the bottle. Okay, so a bottle like that one, the plastic bottle, you get a refund of 25 cents. So imagine if you have so many of them. And for the beer bottle, this is not really a beer bottle, because here we are just alcohol free people. Alcohol free. Yeah, no alcohol here. It's alcohol free. So yeah, it's alcohol free. So that's a malt drink. So yes, for these malt drinks or the beer bottles, I think you get something like 5 cents, not so much back. Yeah, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 5 cents. But I know definitely about this because I do this all the time. I take this and I get a receipt and I shop again. Yeah, sometimes I get 10 euros, sometimes I get 5 euros. Yeah, I collect them and take them to the supermarket and I get that amount. So Sarah is a diligent child. Diligent child. These are bottles that she has washed and she's using them to store her marmalade and her jam. She makes jam, I believe. And she has an ancient method of storing food in these containers. But I don't know. She sort of explained it to me. I didn't really get it. But I'll try and she'll explain this again to me. So yeah, she's using old bottles to store her food over there and to make jam, to have this jam jars. So yeah, that is basically the bottles. And I have to make a trip definitely to the supermarket so that you see. So that you definitely see how we manage the bottles after the household level. But this is just at the household level. I really wanted you to see that at the household level we really try as much as possible to separate our waste. Yeah, so those are glasses and Pfand bottles. Okay, but there is also clothes. Yeah, there are also clothes, like torn clothes. If you have torn clothes, where do you take this? So torn clothes, most of the people will throw them in the rest because they will go to be burned. They are so torn they cannot be worn by somebody else. It's not good to give somebody or donate a torn clothes to somebody. So most people would throw them out into the rest. And for the ones that are in good condition, most people donate. Okay, they donate these clothes. There are a number of containers that are normally on the streets, street containers. They're there at the street. I will have to make a trip so that you can see this. So you have these containers there and you can put your clothes there and then donate it to the needy. Okay, so these containers normally have a brand or a sort of NGO or non-governmental organization, a brand or sticker on them, so you know that this is going to the right place. It's really going to the needy. But there are those that don't have any sticker on them. So these ones, what happens is that there are people who collect clothes from these containers, and this is how we find MUTUMBA. It's simply like this. They take these clothes that were donated, that are simply in good condition, and they come and sell them. They are not meant to sell them. They are meant to be given as free because people donated them. But you see, this is a difference when you know into what container you're putting your clothes. So for me, I would put my clothes in a branded container. Maybe it has a symbol of or a sign of a company, or for example an organization like Diakonia or Red Cross. I would put my clothes there because I know for sure these clothes are going to people who need them. Yeah, they're not going to be sold to these people. So it depends where somebody is throwing their clothes, their clothes that they do not want. So somebody would ask, how come these MUTUMBA clothes are just new? You find a totally new trouser, a new top. It's like it was never worn. Yeah, it's because of the seasons. I also feel this feeling sometimes. You buy clothes and sometimes because of the seasons, in winter you will put on one set of clothes, just repeating them until you get tired. Then comes summer, you will put on the summer clothes you put on last time and you're constantly repeating them the whole summer. Come the next summer, you don't want to see those clothes again. Come the next winter, you don't want to see those winter clothes again. So this is why sometimes you get in MUTUMBA really new things. it's not that somebody's, it's a very wasteful thing, but sometimes somebody really gets tired with the same thing that you've worn for so many seasons, and you're wearing them over and over again. It's not like Kenya, where you get the weather is so good. You put on your clothes like every day, you change them every day, different things every day. Yeah, you sort of love your clothes like that, different day, everything, every different things. But here, you have to put on maybe winter clothes for the whole winter. By the end of that winter, this small collection of clothes, you really don't want to see them. Okay, it's a bit wasteful, but that is how it is. So yeah, so there are cloth containers. I have to make a trip to go show you that. I also have to make a trip to show you how we dispose of electronic waste. It's unfortunate that right now we don't have cloth waste or electronic waste, but we normally set them aside, like batteries. You don't throw batteries in the restroom where you have every other waste. You don't do that. Yeah, because batteries are very poisonous to the soil. They're very poisonous to the soil and to the water. Yeah, because they have chemicals in them, has lead and stuff like this. Very poisonous to land. So when you throw this in the restroom, it might not get into the right place. Yeah, and it's really hard for the people who are managing the waste to sort of, you have leaking. It's like, for example, you're having leaking batteries in the restroom. It's really hard. This restroom is actually burnt. Okay, so you don't want batteries inside the restroom. Okay, it's very dangerous for the air quality. So yes, what was I saying? Yes, I have to make a trip down to the recycling center, the BSR recycling center, to show you where you throw electronics. Yeah, electronics waste especially. But for batteries, they're normally this, what are they called? Convenience stores. We have convenience stores like DM or Rossmann. These are convenience stores, and these convenience stores, they sort of have these containers. They have containers specifically for things like batteries. So you throw your batteries inside there. So I also have to make a trip down there so that you can see where we throw our batteries. And this is also where some people throw also these tiny cables. Okay, but any other large electronic, you go to the recycling center. BSR has this almost everywhere. So yes, these are the recycling streams that we have. I just wanted to show you the waste separation that goes on in the house. How many streams have we looked at? Yeah, let's count. 1, plastic. 2, paper. 3, organic waste. 4, restroom or every other waste. That's 4. 5, sanitary waste. Why is counting hard? 6, glass waste. 7, Pfandflasche or refundable bottles. That's 7. 8, clothes. 9, electronic waste. So 9. Imagine 9 different streams of waste. You separate 9 into 9 streams just in the house. Okay, but it feels good to do the right thing, because at the end something good is going to come out of it. Yeah, something good is going to come out of it. So it's really important to separate at the household level. I will do another video of the benefits of separating at the household level. Yeah, I hope you're looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to it myself, but the most important thing is to go show you physically where every other thing goes to after the household level, isn't it? So you join me. Kindly stick to my channel, kindly like my videos and share them so that we can learn. Maybe there's something that you're learning, something new that you're learning. Maybe there's something new that you want to add to this. And yeah, I'm open to all these opinions and comments, and I would like to hear from you. So bye bye, let me hear from you. Ciao.